Welcome to our eye makeup tips tricks class. So excited that you're here. You're in the right place. Sorry, I'm starting a few minutes late. I'm going to, during the class, take off my eyeshadow and reapply and teach how I put it on. Teach you how to do that. So that is 1 minute why I'm a little running late, grabbing all my supplies and stuff. So thank you for everyone who already put their name into the chat. So excited that you're here. And we are going to get this started. I am doing a giveaway for the guest, and it is this compact, these gorgeous 6 different eyeshadows. And this is the giveaway today. So let me get this back in there. So we'll see who's the lucky winner. So to get entered into that, make sure you type your name into the chat. And if you haven't already done that, make sure you do that now. I am going to just do a quick introduction, and then I'm going to walk you through some makeup tips and tricks, like what's the benefits of makeup, right? Is it really worth it to put all that effort into putting on makeup? So we're going to talk about that. And we're also going to end at the very end with different eye shapes and give you some ideas of different ways to put on your eyeshadow based on the shape of your eye. So maybe something you've never thought about, but we're going to talk about that at the very end. So I'm Roseanne. I've been building my Mary Kay business for 16 years. Prior to joining Mary Kay, I had graduated with my bachelor's in piano pedagogy. So I was teaching piano full time. Loved working with my students. We thought right after college we would start a family, and we struggled with infertility. And I had all this free time in the morning when I wasn't teaching piano. I thought, I need to find a part-time job, like something to keep my mind busy. And that, I feel like that can help me a lot through a trial. And also I was looking at our savings, and we weren't really adding to it. And I thought if I could find a side hustle that I could put extra income towards our building up our savings, like that would be great. Even if it was like $50 a month or just something. And that's why I got introduced to Mary Kay. I went to a facial. I loved how my face felt. And as I learned more about the opportunity, I fell in love with the values of the company. God first, family second, career third. I love that there's no sales quotas. I love that Mary Kay was set up as a dual marketing company, not multi-level. And I also I didn't know this joining, but as I joined, I found the women in Mary Kay are so positive. They're cheering for you. They're sharing ideas. And it's such a unique group of women. And I just got back from our leadership conference in Nashville and love spending time with my girlfriends and getting to see Nashville. I've been to Nashville a few times, but there's always fun things to see, new things to see, and delicious food. So I want to welcome you guys for being on here. Welcome, Amanda. So glad you're here. Welcome, Mary Lynn. Welcome, Ruth. Thanks for supporting Rachel. And hello, Ashley. And hello, Kenzie. So glad you're here. Welcome, Jotina. Yes. And welcome, Tirsa. Yay. And welcome, Amy. So fun. Okay, so benefits of makeup. Why? First of all, I believe women do not need makeup to be beautiful. We're already daughters of God, right? I feel like it can help us be more confident. And so I really loved coming across the best reasons and benefits of wearing makeup. And like I said, number one, makes you feel more confident, right? Protects your skin, because instead of free radicals touching your skin, they're touching your makeup. So it's kind of like a little barrier there. It helps you look better. It brings out your beautiful features, improves your complexion if you have redness or you have uneven skin tone, highlights your beauty. We already talked about that. And of course, wraps it up again, full circle. It gives you confidence. And I want to add on that, it helps me to be more productive. If I'm at home all day and I know I'm not going to be going anywhere, seeing anyone, I still like to have my makeup on for a couple of reasons. One of it is I get a lot more done at home, a lot more accomplished. But then if something pops up and all of a sudden my husband's like, hey, let's go do this, or let's go, or the doorbell rings, I feel a lot more confident and I don't have to hurry and get ready, spur of the moment if something comes up like that. So a couple benefits of wearing makeup. So I'm going to walk you through, and I did want to show this picture here too. So I love, it's the same woman and just having, 5 to 10 extra minutes in the morning to get your face that, she's wearing full makeup on here. And we're mostly just going to talk about eyeshadow today, some eye makeup tips and tricks. But I love how that can just bring out her beautiful features and help her even feel more confident too. So super fun. Okay, so this is Mary Kay's number one selling product. Type in the chat if you have not tried this. I would love to, I imagine everyone has tried it, but if you've never tried this, say, I haven't tried this. This is our number one selling product for a couple different reasons. It's the same formula, no matter if you're normal dry skin or combination oily, this is the same formula to clean off your eye makeup. And then it's extremely effective too, as you're going to see really quick how fast my eyeshadow is just going to come off. And mascara and eyeliner. I'm not going to take off mascara and eyeliner today. I mean, if you guys want to go, you can go on my YouTube channel and watch. I just did it last night. It's super fast process. But for this class where I'm just doing eyeshadow, I'm going to see if I can just carefully remove my eyeshadow. Actually, I don't think I've ever done that before, so that'll be fun. So it's super effective in not only cleaning off your eye makeup quick and easy, but hydrating and conditioning your eyelashes. And I just got 2 new customers using this today. One of my friends texted me and said, the eye makeup remover that I loved was discontinued. And I'm looking, and I think she went to the dollar store and bought one and was like, this is ripping out my eyelashes. And she's like, do you have anything? And I was like, yes. So she came over, she didn't even need to try it. She's like, I trust you. And then she even bought one from her mom. And this is our number one selling product. And Mary Kay is the number one direct selling brand of skincare and color cosmetics in the world. We've had that title for the last 3 years. So I think this is the number one direct selling brand product in the world. Right here, you're looking at it. Oil-free eye makeup remover. So you can kind of see, it looks like there's bubbles in there. Like, what is this stuff? There's a better angle. There's a cleaner and a conditioner in it. So you want to shake it up before you use it. You can put it on a cotton round or cotton ball. I put it on a cosmetic wedge. I just personally prefer these. I just realized I don't have a mirror. And that using this as my mirror is probably not a great idea. So I'm going to grab a little mirror here. And yes. Has anyone not tried this? I'm curious. So I am just carefully focusing where my eyeshadow is. Today, the eyeshadow I was wearing was Pink Prism and Radiant Bronze from our Cream Shimmer eyeshadow sticks. I am loving them. Kind of over the years, I've kind of gotten away from shimmer. And these are so pretty. Anyway, it's really a fast way to put on makeup. In fact, if you're a beginner, I'd probably start with eyeshadow sticks. I'll be teaching that on a different class. So already I have one eye off. Everything's backwards on here. So if I point to the wrong place, it's because of that. I have to really think. There. And if I was doing mascara and eyeliner, which I'll do later tonight, I'm just not going to take those out right now. So plus I'm doing another party at 8:00 and I need to have it's kind of tricky to get it right here. I think if I get it right on the edge of this, I think I'll be able to get it even closer. How cool. Ta-da! So that actually took a little longer because I had to be super careful and not get my my eyeliner and mascara off. Okay, so tips and tricks. Brushes. First of all, having good quality brushes to apply your eyeshadow makes a world of a difference. Way more smooth and easier to blend than like an eyeshadow sponge. And if you have old brushes, over time brushes, even if you take good care of them and good quality, over time, a decade or so, you need a new brush collection. Now, if you're needing a new brush collection sooner than like a decade, then you might want to see how you're taking care of them or the quality of brushes that you're getting. And I want to show you our eyeshadows too before I actually put them on. So they are sold separately. You can get them customized exactly how you want. This is our Perfect Palette, which is our medium-sized compact. Has 3 different eyeshadows, a blush, highlighter, and a bronzer. And this is one of my favorites. This is my go-to for travel, especially so I can have everything I need pretty much all right in one compact, plus there's a mirror. And it's super pretty. So that is our compact perfect palette. It's $20 unfilled. Each eyeshadow comes individually and they're each $8 and they're magnetic. So you just put them in and design your palette exactly how you want. You don't have to fill up the whole thing. I like to, but that's kind of a personal preference. So I know it is so pretty, Kenzie. I agree. And Jotina, welcome. I'm so glad you're totally great. You're here on time and early, and yeah, so great. So, and welcome Amber. And yes, Amanda loves our eye makeup remover. Yes, so fun. Thanks for these fun comments. Okay. So the first color I'm going to do, so I have like a bigger palette. This is my like everyday one. As you can see, it has finger smudges all over it because I use this one in the morning when I'm getting ready. And it's not like the most beautiful palette, so don't judge me, but it's well loved and used, as you can see. I've got a highlight. I've got bronzers that I'm like just about finished up with. I'm just using every last drop. And then a bunch of different eyeshadow colors. So I'm going to give you the chance to choose if my highlight should be a matte or a shimmer. So type in the chat if you want me to try a shimmer highlight. That will be the lightest color. Or if you want me to try a matte. We have two different, we have a lot of different shimmers, but the shimmer ones that I like the most are Moonstone and Crystalline. Or Crystalline, I'm actually still not sure how to say that. And the matte ones I love are Biscotti and Blossom. Shimmer, okay, Amber said shimmer. She's the first one to put in there, so she's the winner. And with the shimmer one, let's do Crystalline. I think that's what this one is. Crystalline or Crystalline. What do you guys think it is? I guess typing in the chat might not help. Oh my gosh. Anyway, sorry you can't really see the shimmer on that. I put it on the brush there, but put it on the brush. This is the all over eyeshadow brush. I've used my brush so much you can't even see that on there, but it does normally say that there. And then I put it on there. I am going to tap the brush so that all that excess, any excess comes off onto the palette and not back onto me. And I'm just going an upward motion. Now, if you're short on time, voila. That's all you need to do, right? And Crystalline, I haven't used this color for a while because I usually do matte. That is so pretty. So pretty. And you can go right up into your eyebrows there. And with it being the lightest color, you can be pretty liberal with it. I forgot I have a mirror. Let's just look at this. Yeah, that looks nice and smooth and blended. I love it. Sorry, my ring light is so bright. I need to tone it down a bit. So cool. Okay. So with the mid-tone, I'm not going to give you a chance to pick on this one because I like to do a matte mid-tone. And the reason I like to not do all shimmers, I want different depths and layers. And the mid-tone that I'm in love with, we have a couple different ones. I love Hazelnut. Hazelnut has been in here longer than I've been in Mary Kay. So some of these eyeshadows have come and gone. Moonstone, Crystalline, Hazelnut are tried and true and have been here ever since I've been in here. Maybe Cinnabar. I'm not sure on that. With the mid-tone, I'm using an angled brush. So it is going to fit in that crease really nice. This one's actually called the eye crease brush. So that helps you to remember that. Other mid-tone options could be Dusty Rose. That could be a mid-tone or kind of an matte accent. Another mid-tone, that's actually, for me, actually, just those two. Because I like a matte mid-tone. And the other matte colors are either a little too dark or too light to me be a mid-tone. So I'm going to show you what Hazelnut looks like if I can get it out of here. And this is Hazelnut. It's a brown color, light, like a light brown. And I'm putting it just right there on the brush like so. I'm going to tap it. And then wherever you put the brush wherever it goes first is where the most is going to go. And I have more closed set eyes, so they're closer together. So to help my eyes appear that they're a little farther back. I'm actually going to start on the outside, and I'm just going to kind of pat coming in to the halfway into the center. So I'm just in that crease right there, starting on the outside and coming in, and pat motion. That helps it to not have any harsh lines. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. And you can start thinking, for my accent color, do you want me to do a shimmer or a matte or one on each eye? That could be fun too. Luckily, my guests tonight, I have 8. Well, 3 of the 4 have already met me, and they won't think I'm insane if I come with different eyeshadows on both sides. One of them is a brand new referral, but it could be fun. Okay, so cool. Very easy, very nice. And if that's all you have time for, you could just stop there too. And well, you'll want to blend, and I'll show you that part in a second. Let's try one of each. Yes. I knew you were going to say that. I was like, wait, if I'm going to say that, that's probably what they're going to do. One of each. Okay, so let's see what colors. For the matte, we have Cinnabar, Merlot, and Espresso. So whoever types in the chat first, that's the matte I'm going to do. Cinnabar is like a brown, darker brown. Merlot is like a dark purple. I like that one a lot. And Espresso is like a dark, dark brown. Almost not black, but like a dark brown. Yes, so Cinnabar, Merlot, Espresso. They all sound yummy, right? Let's see who's going to pick my first. Merlot! Thank you, Amber. You're like the text typing queen there. Merlot would be actually the one I would pick. So let's do Merlot. And then for the shimmer ones, Golden Mauve, Sunlit Rose, Shiny Penny, which I don't know how well that looks on me, and Rose Gold. So I might have to fix this because this is going to be way darker. This is going to be way darker than this. But yeah, let's Sunlit Rose. Okay, thanks, Kenzie. Actually, I think it's going to be good because they're both kind of purplish pinkish. So Merlot, let's grab this color out. This is one of my go-tos. First of all, I love purple. It is my favorite color. And pink, they're pretty much tied, but okay. But I graduated from Weber State. Now, this is Merlot. I know it's like a dark purple. It's almost a brown purplish, which I think looks really nice. So I'm going to do this on my right eye. And the brush that I'm using is a round brush, like an eye smudger. It's called the eye smudger brush. So it's round, and I'm going to definitely tap right there. And with this one, I'm going to start on the bottom, right above the eyelashes. And I'm going to come in that patting motion about halfway. And then I'm going to keep blending up into the crease. And I'm going to add just a little bit more. Always remember to tap. And for my eye shape, I definitely want to start on the outside. If I have dark colors on the center, it's going to make my eyes look way closer, where this pulls them and makes them look like they're not so close together. That is so pretty. Cool. Okay, then I'm going to take the first brush that we used. I'm just going to go in an upward motion over that entire eyelid, soften any harsh lines, and voila. Okay, and then Kenzie picks Sunlit Rose for the other one. Okay. Sometimes I get all the other colors on. This is not great. This, obviously, the lighting is, you can see, it doesn't look as sunlit and rosy, but it is. With this one, I'm still going to use that same brush. That's kind of that's a better idea of what it looked like on the brush. So you see there's like a little bit of that sparkle there. It's kind of like a mix of a berry, but a lighter berry and a pink. Sunlit rose. And we're going to do this on this eye. And let me grab my mirror so I can see a little better. And we're going to start on that outside. Come in about halfway. I thought for a second I was going to have a helper with me. Actually, you guys picked really good. I feel like this is not too crazy different, which is nice. That's one thing I love about Mary Kay colors. They just blend so well. And you could be wearing 2 different eyeshadows and it would look awesome still. Okay, let me grab more of that Sunlit Rose. I'm just going to add another layer since I did that on the Merlot. Normally I don't add 2 layers in the morning, but morning time you're a little more rushed, right, to get ready for the day. So when I went to a makeup artist training, he did one eye and I did the other. And so he did the eye first. He was the first. And his name's Robert Jones. He's fantastic. He loves Mary Kay products. And he taught us how to do this. And I noticed when he was putting on my eyeshadow, there was just all these patting motions where before I like sweep them on like I'm sweeping. But he just patted them on, stippled them on. Okay, that's the Sunlit Rose. That's the Merlot. I look like a normal human being. I don't think my guests are going to notice tonight. So that's great. That is how I like to do my eyeshadows. Now, I'm going to show one other picture here to show application tips like based on eye shape. Standard, you put the highlight all over. That's number 1. The mid-tone is 2 and the accent is 3. I did mine kind of more as a closed set eye with more of 1 showing and then 2 and 3 a little higher up. The wide set eye, you're going to bring in more of the darker mid-tone color all over, and you're going to have barely any highlight. So if your eyes are wide set, that is a really great way to test out that. And we can text this too after. I'll send it to my guests, and then anyone who's watching, the consultants, I have all these this in the boards under the events and Thursday. So you can go and just scroll down and see this. Deep set eyes. Now that one's a lot where people are like, oh, my eyes are so deep set. So use a ton of the highlight, and then up above, you're going to do those darker colors. And then the hooded eye, that one's where when your eyes are open, you can't even see the eyelid very much. And so you bring in a lot of the mid-tone and a lot of that accent, hardly any highlight. And that's going to help them look less hooded. And Asian eyes, I haven't had as much practice with that one. Personally, I've never tried it on myself. Could be fun. But yeah, that's fun to see the highlight just right up there, right below the eyebrow, the mid-tone. The accent I feel like is the hardest to get. And obviously, like, this is where you're putting them on. They're not going to like look like that when you're done, because I didn't even think I blended this eye. Yeah, so you just go in upward motion and blend. Yep, cool. And if you feel like after you blend, like, I feel like I just want a little more crystalline, that first color with the shimmer, just to kind of lighten. And sometimes you can, there's so many different ways to do your makeup. Sometimes you can just end with the highlight, and do that at the end. But usually I like to have it as a good base. And another little trick before we move on to the next section. Let's say your eyelids are really dark already, and when you put on eyeshadow, you don't see them very well. A great little tip before you put on your eyeshadow, do a concealer like a shade lighter than your skin to brighten that area. And then also it kind of acts as a primer, letting your eyeshadow to stick and last longer as well. We used to have an eye primer and we don't have it anymore. So, but I just got back from a Mary Kay conference and I requested that they bring that back ASAP because I really miss that. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is give you a chance to think about who you'd love to refer to a free pampering treatment. And I'm going to get all your names onto the wheel of names. We'll see who our giveaway winner is of the compact. And these referrals can live anywhere in the United States. We ask that they're over 21. And if you want to think about the hardest working woman or the happiest woman, you can, think, okay, number 1, number 2, number 3. If you don't want to think of that, you can just write down referrals. They can live anywhere in the United States, and someone who has skin. That's about all we need. So I imagine every single person has skin. So, and if not, we'll be praying for them because that would be fun. So, and when you fill out 12 referrals, you can get 1 makeup item of your choice half off. So maybe it's a new eyeshadow that you want to get. Then it's only like $4. That's awesome. Or maybe you're thinking you're running low on mascara, or eyeliner, or blush, or highlighter, bronzer, all the different finishing touches or brow products. So when you share 12 referrals, you get half off a makeup item. I'm going to play some music and give you a chance to do that as I get everyone's name entered into our wheel of names. And here we go. Actually, before I did the wheel of names, I meant to do this little spinning wheel. So this is the gift with purchase. And so by ordering Premier Beauty Consultant, if you're running low on something or there's something new you want to try, you are going to get 10% off your order. Woohoo! That's so exciting. So that is the gift with purchase. And remind your consultant if you're watching this and you're ordering tonight or first thing tomorrow, just say, hey, remember, I get 10% off my order. That is exciting. So anyway, I meant to do that earlier. We can carry on with the referrals, play the music again. Here we go. Okay, we are going to wrap up and do our drawing. Before we do that, I'm going to show a little about what we talked about today. So on our bundle and save sheet, we have our skincare at the top, because if you want your makeup to look like a 10, your skincare needs to be an 11. Because that's what your makeup's going on top, right? And the better your skin is, the less makeup you need, which, and also just the better the makeup goes on too. So like if that's where you need to start this year, I think that is a great thing. Where we just mostly talk about makeup today, mostly eyeshadow. So just talk about the makeup section on that bottom part. The eye candy set has our #1 selling product, the eye makeup remover, the mascara, and the eyeliner. So you can get that for a bundle for $50. You can also do the Flawless Face, which has foundation primer, foundation brush, and a foundation that's your shade. And if you don't know your shade, your consultant can match you. The Professional Brush Set, which is what I did 3 of the eyeshadow brushes with. And then the Luscious Lip Set, which can have lip liner, lipstick, and lip gloss. The Finishing Set, which has a translucent loose powder, a powder brush to put that on, or if you already have that from the Professional Brush Set, then you can just switch that for something else, and a finishing spray. And then the Dash Out the Door look. So if you're in a rush, I kind of talked about like our cream eyeshadows, like picking one of those and using the cream shimmer stick. There's also mascara, blush, lip gloss, and if you want an under eye corrector, or if you prefer like an eyeliner, that could be customized. So that's the brush or the makeup set. And then we have our specials, the Princess, Queen, and Cadillac. So if you're getting multiple bundles, you can get a savings. So you can pick any 4 bundles on the page and get the Princess price of $199 and our free travel roll-it bag. You can get the Queen as any 6 sets on the page and just pay $299. And the Cadillac, you can pick any 8 sets on the page and just pay $399. So those are the different specials there. And then our best kept secret is our starter kit. And Kenzie, who's on here, just took advantage of this. I am so grateful for the American opportunity. I feel like it's been a huge positivity in my life. And I love that it's only $35 to join. I realize it's not for everyone. So if you're on here and it's not for you, that's totally fine. We need our customers. If something from the opportunity would fulfill a need, whether it's flexibility, extra income, positive girlfriends, personal growth, or just 50% off on your own skincare makeup, I think any of those reasons is a great reason to join. And the $35 includes some samples, a catalog, and a website, and the ability to process debit and credit cards. It is a one-time thing. You don't have to repay that. And then there's an add-on that's optional. It's $90, gives you $450 in full-size products like our Miracle Set for normal to dry skin and combination oily charcoal mask, microdermabrasion, oil-free eye makeup remover, which you saw me use tonight, our ultimate mascara, and our CC cream foundations in every shade. So that is the $90 kit. And that can be either products you use for yourself, use for others, or it can be products to demo with. That's what I use those as. And a couple other things I always love to share if someone's interested in joining the 3 have-tos. #1, you sign up, $35. #2, when we do order, we decide when we order, what we order. The minimum order is $225 wholesale. So we get to pick $450 retail, we just pay half of that, $225. And then the last, plus tax and shipping, of course. And the last thing, you only have to order once every 12 months to remain a consultant. And if it's been 12 months and you don't need to order, you can always just go back to being a customer. So that's a little about the starter kit. There's no quotas, no selling quotas or team building quotas. It's truly your own goals. And then I'm there as a mentor to help you with whatever you want from the opportunity. So there is that. Okay, I think the last page is that, which we're going to just text to you here. And let's, let me go to my, oh my gosh, I'm clicking all the wrong buttons. Stop the screen, share my screen, wheel of names. Okay, hopefully this is the correct one. Okay, and I went on the Facebook group. I've looked at the YouTube comments. Hopefully every single person has Yeah, and you're welcome, Kenzie. She texted me. That's so helpful and fun. Yeah, grateful that you enjoyed it. So we are going to spin the wheel if I can get to the right place. Does everyone see their name on there? Like if you're a beauty consultant, your name's not on there. But if you are a customer, your name should be on there. And if it's not, you have like 5 seconds to type your name in the chat. So I think everyone's on here. I'm going to spin the wheel. And thank you again so much for watching. If you're needing to order any skincare or makeup to, freshen up your makeup, make sure that Ashley, text your consultant. You can get 10% off. Order. And Ashley, oh my gosh, how fantastic. You are getting this complete compact. I don't think you have one of these. If you do have it, let me know. But this is the Inner Fire. So Ashley, to let your inner fire out. And these 6 gorgeous eyeshadows. 4 of them are shimmer, 2 of them are matte. And so now you can practice with the techniques. So congratulations. Plus it has a mirror. This is like so cool. And these are limited edition. Your consultant, if you're like, ooh, I want one of those, reach out to your consultant. She might still have more. This is my last one though. So I'm kind of having withdrawals, but anyway. Ashley, congratulations. So thank you so much for being on here and supporting your beauty consultant. Text her right now. Let her know that you watch this. Even if you don't need an order, she gets credit just for you watching. And if you have any questions or tell her like, hey, what did you learn? That's going to be helpful the next time that you're putting on your eyeshadow. So beautiful. And Amanda won our drawing earlier today at our Peek into Pink. So fun. Thanks so much. And Amy was on this afternoon too, and Ruth. So appreciate you guys hanging out twice in one day with me. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And we'll see you next week. I can't remember the topic, but it's the same time. But it's going to be a skincare product. Pretty sure on that. So we'll find out next week. We'll talk to you later. Bye.